Alright, this is Vegeta8259 once again, and today I'm going to be doing a special review. This is the 1/100 scale Sandrock Verka, which is short for version Kotoki. Now, you may remember this kit. This used to be my 1/100 scale Sandrock Custom that I reviewed just last week. And I got the B-Club, actually I've had for a while, the B-Club conversion kit to change them into Sandrock Verka. And since it took me about a week to put on the conversion kit and paint him, and he's now finished. So let's get into this. As you can see, you can already see some color differences. Actually, this cape wasn't even supposed to be part of the conversion kit, but I figured why waste it, so I painted the shoulder armor and threw the cape in as well. Let me take this backpack off, then we'll get the cape off of him, and you can see what all changes have been made. Very carefully get this off, don't want to break the V-fin. Alright, let's set that aside. Reattach the backpack, and here we go. So this is Sandrock Verka. This is Hajime Kotoki's redesign of the Gundam Sandrock, and I'm not sure if the Verka Gundams came out first or if the Endless Waltz versions did, but either way, as you can see, it's practically the same as the Endless Waltz version, only it's been recolored. And kind of a neutral, low contrast color scheme. The only thing that really stands out on them is the reds and yellows. Other than that, it's just a bunch of gray. But because of the many different variations of gray, you got gray, light gray, white, dark gray, and then the gunmetal for the joints. I thought it was really cool looking. So this is actually an illustration of what Sandrock Verka looks like next to my model kit. So the articulation is pretty much the same. His arms go 360. They can go in and out. The shoulder armor can move separately. These little flaps on the side, inside his shoulder armor, are really loose. They don't really want to stay in very well. I'm not sure if that's because of the resin parts or if it's because of the recast that E2046 did. That's the website I got this conversion kit from. But anyway, that's the only problem I have, is these little flaps on the shoulder armor. The head is a bit bulkier, so the articulation on the head is a little more limited. It can go up and down a little bit, but it really can't move side to side very much. That's about as far as it rotates, because his head is so big and he's got these little shoulder thingies so close to the sides of his head there. But his waist rotates about the same distance it did on the old Sandrock Custom. And again, he's got the same, actually the arms are completely the same, well not completely, but same double jointed elbows. He comes with a new set of hands. Right here I've got on the closed fists, and he also comes with a set of hands to hold his giant his giant scimitars, or swords, or shortels, or whatever you want to call them. They're giant swords to me. Anyway, where were we? Side skirts work about the same way. Their side skirts are on pegs, front skirts are on ball joints, although they're a lot tighter than they were on the original plastic kit. But they still do move, and you have a good bit of movement. The back skirts are supposed to move up and down like they did on the Endless Waltz version, but I kind of got them a little bit too tight, so they're not going to move much. Anyway, the hips are the same. They're on ball joints, so they can move as far as the front skirts will let them. in and out. In fact, the legs are completely the same. You got the same articulation in the knee joints, and same articulation at the feet. It's a ball joint, goes side to side, rotates, ankle armor moves. So yeah. Oh, and also the backpack is the same, so the little pieces holding the swords can move around like so. Anyway, I am going to get out some pieces from the old kit and just show you what all is different. Now, here's the shoulder armor from the Sandrock Custom. I didn't bother painting it so I could do a comparison for you. Now, all the extra armor that came with this is pretty much the same, only with slight differences, just the way Kotoki redesigned everything. As you can see, the angle right here on the top of the shoulder is a bit different on the conversion kit, and on the Endless Waltz version he has a little round, I don't know if they're thrusters or what right there, but here they're just open spaces that are yellow. And then of course there's the color difference. The head is a little bit different. The shape is pretty much the same, only it's been exaggerated more. In fact, let me take the head off so you can see it a little bit better. As you can see, the little flaps here on the side of the head are much longer and much more pronounced. The V-fin is slightly different. This one is flat along the top, whereas this one has a little zigzag in it. The little mohawk thingy on top of the head is exaggerated. It's a little bit taller. The head is a little bit longer horizontally. As you can see, it stretches out a bit further, and things are angled a bit differently. And this piece that goes around the back of the head right here that houses the head Vulcans is also larger. As you can see there, it's a lot wider and thicker. So that does it for the head. The head was replaced. That's completely new. The shoulder armor was replaced. The torso was also completely replaced. As you can see, again, it's shaped a little bit differently, only it's a bit smaller, and a couple of the angles are a little bit different. This piece right here in front of the neck is shaped differently. That's about it. A couple pieces are shaped a little differently, but the torso isn't much different except for the fact that it's a bit smaller. Let's see, skirt armor. The side skirts are pretty much the same, only that this top piece here in black, on here it's points out a lot more. And as you can see on the Endless Waltz version, it's a lot more cut off. Let's see if I can find some of those front skirts. The front skirts, while maintaining their basic shape, have more detail on the Verka and have a little bit different geometry. So all the skirt armor is replaced in the conversion kit. And as you can see on the little crotch piece here, it's slightly smaller, and the piece that's in black here has a triangular angle on the top, and on here it's yellow and has a flat top. So I think that about does it for the differences. For his accessories, other than his swords, which you've already seen in the Sandrock Custom review, he also comes with a very nice looking shield, which is pretty much the only way you're going to get a shield with the 1/100 scale version. Because if you've seen the 1/144 scale Sandrock Custom, he does come with a shield that for some reason was never in the movie to begin with, so that's anybody's guess. But the shield that the conversion kit came with was one solid piece, so I had to paint all this. I just painted it yellow on the back and gave it some nice details on the front. The only bad thing about the shield is that it's kind of hard to put it on his arm. You have to go up under the shoulder armor to get it on. But once you do get it on, it doesn't really have much of a problem staying in place. So that about does it for the Sandrock Verka review. Oh, I almost forgot to mention that he didn't come with any decals. I confiscated most of these decals from my Gundam 1 Year War version, the Master Grade. I had a bunch of leftovers from that kit, so I just used them on the Sandrock. Of course, I didn't use any like RX-78 or Earth Federation Space Force decals. But this is the Sandrock conversion kit, and I will see you guys next time.